what it sounds like when the doves cry. Paint, if you will, a picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. Swear everybody calls me out. Can you, my darling? Can you picture? Dream if you can, a courtyard of oceans and violets and blue. Animals strike me as poses. They feel the heat between me and you. How can you just leave? I hate that question mark right there. Never know what I'm about to walk into. How can you just leave me standing? Play that usually. We're going to switch it up since it's the whole point of my Lee Chess account. How can you just leave me standing? Alone in a world so cold. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Or maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry. Do, 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 do. I like that a lot. I said my bishop here. And maybe I'm waking up a little out of it, but it would appear you don't have a bishop pair. So now do we just trade queens and keep our bishop pair? And then wreck your dreams of being in the same chess class as I? Sure. Okay, now what do I want to do? Decisions, decisions, decisions. I'm going to end up back there anyway. So let's just go here. What does that give you? So either way, you can get that. With the queens off the board, it's not unreasonable to castle, or to relinquish my castle. So let's just do that. At least you can't go to the center and threaten my bishop. You have to go there. And I'll just get safe that way. Let's do it. If not, I'm castling. I could still castle. Huh? Shit. That blew my mind a little bit. Not because it's a good move. I did not expect that, of course. Okay. Whoa. Aren't you an interesting creature? Yes, you are. You sure are. You just want to run your pawn up there all by itself? Wow. This is odd. I'm excited about it, though. It's odd, but it's interesting. probably rook to the e file now, but you're unpredictable. You're so unpredictable. Boy, do I like a little mystery. What the hell are you doing? You don't know what you're doing. I'm convinced. All right. Tempted to play that, but I'm just going to go ahead and get that in. Okay. So knight e would be logical, knight e5, but you're not going to make that move because you finally did something that makes a little bit of sense. Okay, so can I threaten anything? Because if I could, I would have time to win that shit. Okay, so you can't go there. My bishop is there for a reason. Serving its purpose. I'm not using it, though. Okay, so that can't move. You can go there. Sure. Let's be safe. Let's be safe. If you're there, then I'm there, and then my bishop's developing, so you really don't need to move that knight again. Your knight's in a fine spot. And if you, well, I mean, if you did that, of course, I would go here. And then here. And then I would go there. So your knight could technically steal, but the support of your rook hitting the b file. Oh, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, you're not interested in your pawn. I can see you don't value it. That's why I'm going to capture it. And yeah, it's going to be a hostage, but I'll still treat it better than you were. At least it's a hostage I value. I cared enough to go save from your ignorance. Okay, so discoveries. You can't discover me there, of course. Discover there, I just slide back, so I'm just going to take your pawn now. Yeah, it's mine. That's fine. Because here, and then you want to go there. Let's just kick your real good first. Gotta be kind of careful here. This is an important tactical decision. It's a good thing I'm the tactician. I'm not fearful at all. Here, separate that shit. The thing is, that will come with check if I relieve this pin. But okay, so now you can go there, which is fine because you're 2 moves away. So here, no problem. That's probably a good move, but I'm not ready to do it yet. That looks really good. I can back my bishop away. There's really no problem with it. Let's do it. I think that's going to work fine. Because when you go here to pin stuff, I'll still have that pawn. You know, if I'm here and I relieve that tension, you'll have to either go there first. That's got to be a fine move, right? There's drawbacks to it, of course. I can't bring my bishop there. Okay, so that's what I wanted. And then if you wanted to go there, I'll simply take it. I don't think that's a good decision. Okay. So you want to get there, I understand. But you have to worry about this tactic already. So here runs into that. And I'm just going to crush your dreams now. Because you have to use one move to get that, to defend that pawn. And I guess after here you're probably fine. Because if you took, you'd be defending that. You need to make that move. But even then, I don't see how you must not understand chess very well. It's okay. I can already take there. But then after boom, or if I go boom, then you steal and you relieve yourself. So let's go ahead and threaten you now, right? There's no reason I shouldn't. And then you have to move your knight. You have no checks with your knight. It can't go anywhere. And if you move it back, my knight's going to cover it, so just lose the game. That's your only responsibility now, is to lose the game. That's all you have on your plate. I just wrote your agenda for you. Like I'm your mom and you're a troubled teen refusing to take on responsibility, about to be late for class again. It's a good thing I haven't had my Pepsi this morning, otherwise I'd really wreck you. Okay, so I'm going to hit your rook now. Buy me some more time, sure. The incompetence is the ugliest thing about you. And you don't have a pawn, so I'm just up a piece and a pawn. And best of luck to you. And this is what it sounds like when doves cry. Do, 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 do. It doesn't matter, man. Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? I love your. Who's Patti Smith? I really like the tabs too, though. Maybe I'm just Prince, the only Prince. Not Patty, whoever that was. I don't know what's happening. lost track of what this is doing. I don't know why there's zeros on here that make no sense. 5, it's a bin. Okay, I don't. This is why I'm going through my old piano book. I just got bored during COVID and played some songs. That's the extent of my musical training. Self-taught. I don't really know what I'm doing with my fingers and stuff. I might know how to read this, but clearly I'm a little bit puzzled. So is that? I just need the riff, man. No, I don't think this is right. It's at least not helpful. Who are you? Isaiah Garcia? Texas Fury? You sound suspicious, and your tabs are more suspicious. When the dogs cry, do, 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 do. Stop. I hate pop-ups. Dig if you will, the picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. The sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my darling, can you picture this dream if you can? A courtyard of oceans of violets in bloom. Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe you're just like my mother. Oh, she's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry. Do, do, do. Touch, if you will, my stomach. Odd thing for a guy to say it. I've been working on my six-pack. Is that what he's trying to say? What are you saying, Prince? Feel how it trembles inside. You got the butterflies all tied up. Don't make me chase you. Even doves have pride. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world is so cold? Hey, maybe I'm just too demanding. Or maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry. Four, three, 2, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would get us by in a pinch. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry. Oh, when the doves. My favorite thing about that track is the little background screams and shouts he does. He's amazing. I'm an old soul. I'm sure Prince was controversial for that time. Just like Elvis was controversial, and now people can't keep their clothes on in music videos. Hey, could you just gyrate your hips fully clothed like Elvis did? Elvis would have belonged at a church choir these days compared to a lot of rap videos. But I like the old stuff. I like to try to play some of the newer stuff. There's more tabs. There's a lot more publicly available sheet music. But I like to sing the old stuff. If you see me in my car ever and I'm just yelling and screaming, I try not to because a lot of cops aren't open-minded. You know, probably because that's what people on drugs do. But I'm just singing. It's probably the Eagles, probably Prince, George Michael's. I don't like today's music as much, but I do like to try to play it on instruments. A little bit about me. Let's analyze my chess game. Oh, yeah, 80. See, why am I playing you, bro? Because we're getting better. We're getting better. Can always get better. No, 6. Okay. Let's import. Butterflies all tied up, don't make me chase you. Even doves have pride. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world so cold? Because she found a better match on Tinder, Prince. That's why. Gosh. Damn layoffs. He was supposed to, I told my mom he was stable. Microsoft layoffs happened. What am I doing? See how lazy that is? Because I can't take due to the fork. That's so pathetic. There's nothing funny about this. Oh. I'll end up playing another one because that's so sad. With online chess, a win's a win. That's why I don't take online chess very seriously. Though I better start, or I'm going to develop awful habits that never get fixed. Yeah, I could do either. Yeah, you don't like rooks. Maybe they don't like you. Wow. It's brutal. Brutal. All right. Let's get through these. Okay. What just happened? So then I'm in trouble there. No, because my rook is helping, so it's not like you can steal it. So I can go here, here. I can just go here. Then if you go there, then I'll get that bishop, which is what I've been wanting. So here, and then you can check, sure. Well, but if you went there to check, I would probably just go here. No, because you take my knight, so I would have to go there. And then your bishop. Thing is, your rook's going to stop me from moving my knight there, which sucks a little bit. But if your bishop moves, so I can definitely do that. And then if check, I can't go there because the discovery, and then I do lose. So if there, I have to run there, and then here. Let's just do it. Nope. Nope, can't do that, Kurt. I don't think you had anything else, though. So here. And your king can't move, so your queen has to move to block, which is when I take your rook. I'm going to win that game. Okay, brutal, brutal performance by me there. I'm singing Prince. When I saw the question mark, I got a little upset. Let me see a question mark because the rating's not established yet. And I didn't want to waste my time. But I can't control that. I need to focus and fight no matter what online, or just not play. Either way, I'm not getting worked up about it. Learn something from every challenge. I'll never come to an over-the-board game and not focus. And that's just a focus issue. Focus issue, and I really need to have my Pepsi and some breakfast before I play chess. I have not done that yet. Could you love me at my worst? Could you love me even though that it hurts? Yeah. I want to know what I thought about F4. Okay. I'm coming, babe. See, and these opponents just don't attack very well, which is why online chess can develop bad habits. Because you get away with a lot of things. I just wanted to move the knight so it wouldn't end up there. But if they're in there, then I guess you could go there to defend it. But here you would have to end up there, which we're going to look at that. Yep. Okay, so you have to go there, and that way. Go there, and then you can go here to defend. Whereas the way the opponent went, not only can I target it after knight d4, which is still the best move, knight a5, you have to make that move. Because otherwise I'm going there, so bishop a6. King c7 or knight d5. Okay, I say knight d5. c4, okay. Just a king move. And then you get hit with b4, then you go knight b7. Okay. Open for some live challenges. If not, I'm about to go disc golf with my puppy. While I let know about let's wish Hans Niemann a late birthday. Future of chess. Part of America. And best of luck in Paris. Or no, Vegas. Vegas. Isn't Vegas the one coming up that he just got invited to? That's just an old image. Either way, Hans Niemann. Let's go. Let's go. That's Hans Niemann. Not necessarily my favorite quote, but possibly the most applicable to the times we're living in. It is better that 100 guilty persons should escape than that one innocent person should suffer. What was done to Hans Niemann was not competitive. It was not an honest mistake. It was cruel. It was prolonged. And it was intentional. Arrogant pricks. That's why other countries are improving. Obviously in chess, India is making great strides while Americans have to fight for our chances. India would never allow even Carlson to come in and be hateful, defamatory to one of their masters. Yet our best young talent gets no help and no protection. And maybe I'm just a complainer. No. The H-1B program that affected me and many other Americans is the same issue. Let everyone walk all over us. Well, at least we don't want to fight. How could you bomb Iran, Trump? What are you doing? You trying to start a war? Too many people want to negotiate peacefully with terrorists. Not that all of Iran is terrorists. Or expect corporations to do the right thing and not take care of themselves, even if it hurts America, just because they said they would. In the case of Iran, yeah, they can plan for when America comes to investigate. They can hide things. They can put their most dangerous stuff in different facilities that we'll never find. It's almost like telling a corporation, hey, here is when our auditor will be there. Those are the programs specifically our auditors will analyze. Let me know if that's okay with you. Sure, the corporation goes and fixes the bugs, gets select people to work with the auditors who will complicate it instead of the best developer who will show the bugs. That's not any accountability. And that's why the Democrats should have found a middle ground way earlier. If you don't like this, if you don't like, well, he's got to go through Congress. And that, by the time a president does all those things, the opportunity is gone. Israel has weakened Iran. And it was the time to do it if you're going to do it. You cannot have all that bureaucracy and say rule of law, and then let corporations break it in other countries. Screw Americans. President Trump wouldn't stand for what was done to Hans Niemann. President Trump's a chess guy. Let's do our puzzles. Black to move. I'm always thinking about checkmate. Isn't that the objective? Okay, so here is my first thought. Of course, you can't take it. You have to go backwards. So it's here or here. If it's there, I can double check you. But here. I don't see a mate though, okay. Because anywhere I go, you're just going to hide. If you're there, I don't have a check. So that makes me think it's here, then here. You still can't have that. Then I'm blocking myself, so here. That's mate. Good God, dude. All right, lock in for 4. Let's go. I'm here. Then you're fort, so you have to take. So here, take, take. Okay, so there, there, there. My knight can threaten the fork. I don't want to think right now. God. There's no more checks. Are you kidding me? Calculate correctly, and you want a bishop. White to move. And of course, I'm threatening the fork. Even if your king moves. Boy. It's going to give me a handout, which I need at the moment. So if I go here, you still can't take that. So then you have to take. I'm there, and then I'll win your knight. So I move my rook. Rough. Rough day of puzzles. My rating down quite a bit. That's okay, though. Yeah. All right. Going back to over the board. I want to just fried my brain. So I'm playing one rapid per day, usually on stream. Tomorrow will be much better than that, I promise.